Hello dear students. Today we are going to start our civics lesson 1, the organs of Indian government, the legislature. As you know, governing a country involves many activities. For example, the government is responsible for ensuring security to the citizens and providing facilities for education and health to all. It collects taxes and spends the money thus raised on administration, defense, and development programs. It formulates and implements several welfare schemes. This we have already done in our 7th class also. Some persons have to take decision on how to go about these activities. Others have to implement these decisions, and if the disputes arise on these decisions or in their implementation, there should be someone to determine what is right and what is wrong. So to attend to all these tasks, several arrangements are made in all modern democracies. Such arrangements are called institution. A democracy works well when these institutions perform functions assigned to them. And the union government works through its three main organs: the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. All three are interrelated or interconnected. Either legislature and executive are interconnected, but judiciary is the independent organ of the government. Here is the horizontal distribution of power of Indian government. First one is legislature, executive, and the judiciary. So, legislature. In India, the central legislature is called the parliament or the Sansad. Is the federal or supreme legislative body of India. It consists of the office of the President of India and two houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house and Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Detail we will do in our next classes. Now, the functions of the legislature. It consists of the representatives elected by the body with power to enact laws for the country. It making of law. The legislature controls the income and expenditure of government. No new taxes can be imposed without the legislature's permission. It also sanctions all the expenditure of different government departments. This organ can make amendment in constitution if necessary. The legislature can control the executive also. So these are the functions of legislature. Now, executive. Executive takes decision and sees that it is implemented well. It is that organ of the government which executes laws or policies passed in the legislature. Functions of the legislature. It is responsible for implementation of laws and policies adopted by the legislature. Political executive is involved in framing the policy, responsible for day-to-day administration, and it includes government officials from the President, Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers down to the lowest clerk. And the executive looks after the administration of the country and carries out the laws. Next and last organ is judiciary. It is important for settling the disputes between the individuals and private parties. But besides sorting out disputes, it also performs a very vital political function, that is to protect rights of individual. It interprets the provision of constitution and protects the rights of citizens. So functions of judiciary: prevention of violation of law, making of new law, administrative function, advisory function, and protection of fundamental rights of the citizens. In detail, you have separate chapter that we will do explanation of this functions we will do in our chapter. So conclusion: in parliamentary systems such as India, the three parts are not separated. Although we call it that judiciary is independent, however, this has not threatened Indian stability because the strong tradition of parliamentary sovereignty served the purpose of limiting executive power. So, go through the pages and understand it. Thank you and have a nice day.